Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and thank you for tuning into a brand new episode of The Nation Wants to Know. I'm Deepti Sachdeva. The Nation wants to know what really is the problem with a nationalist icon, Veer Savarkar, that time and again you're looking at the Congress vilifying him, but this is just one part of the problem. They vilify Veer Savarkar, they vilify his struggles, they vilify his legacy. But the man that the Congress loves today is the man that you see right now on your screens, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. You are right. Someone who created Pakistan. So the Congress believes that someone like a Savarkar is a fundamentalist. Fundamentalist, that is what the Congress says. But they have absolutely no problem in someone like a Jinnah. You're wondering why? Does this help the Congress solidify its vote bank? Is this only for appeasement, or there is a larger plan here of unilateralism that we have seen vis-a-vis a lot of Congress politicians, the way history is written, the way that a lot of legacy in the country has been discussed, it has been told. Who does not want you to know about Veer Savarkar? These are questions today that have to be asked. Remember, Rahul Gandhi famously had said, "My name is not Savarkar, it is Gandhi." And Gandhi never apologizes. Then you had Sonia Gandhi, who said about Veer Savarkar that he's accused in Mahatma Gandhi's assassination. He's the one who supported Jinnah's two-nation theory. This is what Sonia Gandhi said. Mani Shankar Iyer said that in 1923, he invented a word called Hindutva. So is there, ladies and gentlemen, a political campaign to run down Veer Savarkar, to run down his legacy? Now, on your screens, I also want to bring up more details of what has triggered this huge fight today and why this is Congress's Pakistan prem, their love for Pakistan that has been exposed yet again. Jinnah creates Pakistan, and the Congress believes there is absolutely nothing wrong in Jinnah, his politics. They instead hit out at Veer Savarkar. The man that you see on your screens is a Congress neta, Dinesh Gundu, who in just a matter of about 12 hours does a little bit of course correction. But that hatred for Veer Savarkar is so very clearly visible in all the statements that he has made. On your screen is a quick comparison, where he continues to say Savarkar was a Brahmin, but he ate beef. And later, he said, "I never said Savarkar eats beef, but I still hate his politics. He was a fundamentalist." There is also, a conversation that he's gotten about a comparison between Veer Savarkar and Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation. So like I said, has the Congress been at this campaign time and again? There are big elections in Maharashtra, but that is just one part of the entire political campaign that you have seen by the Congress party. What we'll also do now is to shed more light on his life and times. Without wasting more time, I want to quickly introduce Satyaki Savarkar, who's Veer Savarkar's grandnephew, who's joining us on the show. Satyaki, thank you so much for your time and thank you for speaking to us here on Times Now. What is wrong with the Congress party? You yourself had put in a complaint against Rahul Gandhi when he had said what he had said about Veer Savarkar-ji. Why do you think time and again it's become fashionable for the Congress to hit out at Veer Savarkar? Why do they hate him so much?
Basically, it is not for today, but for their lifetime, they are spreading hatred against Savarkar, and they hate Savarkar-ji, and they spread lies about him. I don't know why, what is the reason, but it is from pre-independence that every moment that Savarkar had carried out, Congress and its leaders have criticized the movement, be it the militarization movement, which he carried out from 1938, because he visualized what is going to happen after 10 years. So if our country gets freedom from the Britishers, we should have our own army standing to protect our country. But the short-sighted Congress leaders didn't visualize this, and they started criticizing it. Now, cut to post-independence, they have criticized on aspect of Hindutva. They have criticized by making false statements about his petitions. They are criticizing Savarkar-ji by taking certain statements from his essays or from his writings, his speeches, and throwing in front of people and misleading them. So it is just because of they are in a fearful state of mind, and they think that if we criticize Savarkar, then we will get the political mileage, or they are doing vote bank politics in simple terms.
But Satyaki, one would say that if you make a mistake once, perhaps you learn a lesson. But if you keep repeating that mistake again and again, that is intentional. So, time and again, like I've read these comments that Rahul Gandhi made, later Sonia Gandhi made, even Manishankar Iyer said, Manish Tiwari, again a Congress MP, had said that he was accused in Mahatma Gandhi's assassination. Rahul Gandhi said that he helped the British, he apologized to them. And you would recall, as a family, as someone, who's seen a lot of this, who felt hurt by a lot of this, Satyaki, do you believe that there is a lot of intolerance towards Veer Savarkarji?
Absolutely. See, as a family, we get hurt, but the learners of the history, the new generation, also gets misled. They want to learn something about Veer Savarkarji. Like now, the movie had arrived. It was a success. Many people that I know have watched Savarkar movie for the first time. The youngsters are in love with Savarkarji's approach towards the freedom struggle. But to mislead them and to gain some mileage out of it, these guys always criticize them, and they criticize. Sometimes they criticize below the belt. I mean, there was a periodical or there was one book published by Congress leaders. It was called as Shidori, and it had really statements that hurted us. So it's all about political mileage. They twist these statements, and yes, that's how their ideology is. To gain the political mileage, and if they gain the power, they will forget everything. They will rule the state, hating these freedom fighters, the armed revolutionaries, and the game will carry on.
And Satyaki, when you say this, I'm just forced to put out this statement that had been made by another Congress minister. He's a Congress minister. His name is Dinesh Gundu. Earlier in the day, I did share details of what he has said, where he is alleging that Veer Savarkar was eating beef. Within few hours, he later issues a clarification to which he now says that never said Savarkar eats beef. Gandhi was a cow worshipper. Savarkar wasn't. He says Gandhi was democratic. Savarkar is a fundamentalist, is what he says. To defeat Savarkarvad, we need Gandhivad. He says Gandhi was very religious, Savarkar a rationalist. What would your response be to Dinesh Gundu, to the Congress party, and Satyaki, like the last time around? Do you believe that this is a case that warrants some legal intervention? Will you approach the courts?
The first statement, when he made it clear that Savarkar was a beef eater, I have seen the video. Now it's a U-turn time.
Yes.
I don't know what has happened in a day's time. Someone, upper authority, had approached Mr. Gunduraj and taught him something that you are making wrong statements. The second thing is that, yes, Savarkar was not a cow worshipper. Gandhiji was. I don't have any problem with Gandhiji worshipping cow. Nobody should have. Okay, Savarkar was not cow worshipper, but the then society was, and Savarkar's say was, do not only worship cow, but you should protect cows, and you should see the utility of cow to a mankind. That's the word he has used, to a mankind. He did not use the word Muslims or Christians or Hindus. Mankind is the word. So that proves that the Savarkar was not fundamentalist. Had he been fundamentalist, he would have deployed fascism in this country, or he would have not supported the what we can say democracy. But Savarkar was pro-democratic. He had drafted a constitution, a draft of constitution in the year 1944. So a person who is supporting the constitution cannot be called as fundamentalist.
Okay. Yes, and
Mr.
Satyaki,
Gundu,
I'll take a last moment to talk about the final question. Like you also said, we did a bit of research. The cow is the sacred symbol of our national identity. Its protection is a bounden duty of every Hindu. This is what the Hindu Rashtra Darshan in 1935 quotes. His speech in Bombay in the year 1934 says the cow is not just an animal but a mother, a symbol of our nation's prosperity and sanctity. Do you believe that there is again an attempt to spread a lot of falsehood, lot of lies about Veer Savarkar-ji? And Satyaki, will the family be taking a legal intervention? Will you approach the courts? And why do you believe this is happening?
The thing is that fundamentalist is the word that we have, objection on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm definitely thinking from that perspective to seek the legal aid. Coming back to the point of cow and Savarkarji's speeches, now you have got the references from Hindu Rashtra Darshan. It was his speech. Where did he supported cow slaughter? Mr. Gundaraj had said that he supported cow slaughter. But when you see the speech, he actually supported to protect the cows. Gaurakshak, what we say. And Savarkar had advised all the Gaurakshaks, the then time Gaurakshak, to project cow as a utility to a human being, not just to read out or read out any dharmic pothi, Puran and worship cow. See it as a utility and build ecosystem around cow. So that the farmers or the common man will get the benefits out of it. So yes, are we seeking a legal aid? Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And this is how it is twisted and presented in front of the public.
And yes, it is time, I think, we clear a lot of this, which is in public domain. And it's a Congress guilty of spreading lies, like I said. Satyaki, for your time and, for speaking to us at this particular time. I thank you so much. We look forward to speaking to you again. So the grandnephew to Vinayak Damodar Savarkar-ji making it very, very clear that this is just an attempt to run down the legacy of Veer Savarkar-ji. Without wasting time, I also want to get in our panel and I want to thank them for their patience because this conversation, ladies and gentlemen, was important to understand Veer Savarkar-ji, his legacy and the timing of these comments that are made by the Congress. We have Pankaj Sharma, who's a noted political analyst. He does lean towards the Congress. RP Singh Saab, who represents the BJP. Krishna Hegdeji, who's the Shiv Sena national spokesperson. And also Chandrasekhar Jhaji, who represents the UBT faction of the Shiv Sena. Pankajji, first, let me ask that the more you demonize Veer Savarkar, the more, you hit out at him, the more you want to spread lies. Do you think that you will never be caught and these lies will never be figured out by the people? And will they not begin to question your intolerance? Why do you have a problem with Veer Savarkar?
Who is demonizing Veer Savarkar? Who is demonizing? See, Karnataka health minister has not said that Savarkar-ji used to eat beef. But it is an established actuality that Vinayak Damodar Savarkar's views on cow were sharply opposed not just from Gandhi, but from the majority of his co-religionists.
Pankajji, let's begin by asking certain, straight, direct questions. Savarkar, you believe, is a fundamentalist, but Jinnah's philosophy was secular. This is also what Dinesh Gundu Rao says. You agree with it, sir?
Now, who is saying this?
This is Dinesh Gundu Rao.
Jinnah's philosophy was secular. If Dinesh Gundu Rao is saying, it must be his own opinion.
His own opinion? He's your sitting minister. He's a sitting minister of the Congress party. The moment they make any comment, you say this is in his personal capacity.
I am not speaking for the Congress party. If Dinesh Gundu Rao is saying something, it is for the Congress party to clarify. Jinnah was not secular, but yes, Savarkar was fundamentalist. That is also a fact.
So you continue to say that Savarkar was a fundamentalist. You continue to run down his legacy because clearly there is an agenda to run him down. Now, RP Singh Saab, how would you respond to these people? There is a problem if there is a chapter on Savarkar that is included in textbooks. There is a problem if in a fancy dress also. We've reported this story. You have a child who dresses up as Veer Savarkar. People also have a problem with that, RP Singh Saab. So what do you think is at this genesis of this hatred against Veer Savarkar?
you analyze some...
The only reason for the hatred for Veer Savarkar is that he spoke about Sanatana. And Congress DNA, the fresh DNA, has a line of anti-Sanatana. And it's not only reflects in their speeches, it reflects in their action also. And that's the problem with the Congress. And it's not the Indian DNA, it's this DNA which has come from abroad. And then that's why they speak about Veer Savarkar, ill about Veer Savarkar. But also, because Veer Savarkar spoke about Akhad Bharat, he spoke about one nation, one Indian nation,
Yes.
which was till Afghanistan, which was till Kandahar. So, but for them, they said they started promoting this ideology and theory of that Savarkar wanted to divide the country, and Jinnah followed his theory. No, it's all wrong. Please go through the references about Savarkar. He was a one man who talked about one nation. And I give a challenge to any congressman. Tell me one congressman who suffered true life imprisonment and suffered the way Savarkar suffered. Other leaders also went to jail. I accept Nehruji and other leaders went to jail. But at what level of comfort and what level of atrocities for Veer Savarkar?
Pankajji, do you want to respond to that very quickly? I think that's a fair question, a fair and a direct question. Would you be able to respond to that?
See, I can go in details. Savarkar's life in the beginning was different. Savarkar's life after he stayed in Ratnagiri was different. There are different dimensions of Savarkar's life, and if you analyze that, it is not demeaning anyone. You can't say this. See, there are various books written by renowned authors which mention about Gandhi's first meeting with Savarkar. Savarkar was certainly a non-vegetarian. So when Gandhi met him in London in India House in 1906, Savarkar was cooking prawns. And
no, so if someone is a non-vegetarian, I even accept what you're saying.
So
how does that run down his legacy? How does that run down his contribution to our freedom struggle? How does that do that, Pankaj?
Nobody is running down his legacy. If there
do
is
you accept the fact that Veer Savarkar has a significant contribution to our struggle, to our freedom struggle, and he has a rich legacy? Will you say that, sir, today?
But nobody denies that. But at the same time, he was a fundamentalist. And there is another dimension of his life which is little darker. We should discuss that also.
No, maybe it's darker according to you or according to the Congress. But there are those, and we've just spoken to his great-grandnephew who does not believe like that. And see, there has been a problem because there has been an agenda. Krishna Hegdeji, before I get in Chandrasekharji into this conversation, now, you know, in Maharashtra, this has been a really very strong emotive issue. When Rahul Gandhi made that comment, we had seen the UBT really finding it very difficult to defend Rahul Gandhi, and later that is why that retraction happened. But Krishna Hegdeji, Dinesh Gundu, could this just be a personal comment? Do you believe that this has happened only because you have the top brass of the Congress that has been running down Veer Savarkar for the longest time?
Deepti, let me tell you, it is the Congress party who's been not only critical, but insulting and humiliating Swatantra Veer Savarkar, the great son of India and a great freedom fighter. And I tell you, it is not once, it is the Congress party who did it, it's the Rahul Gandhi who's done it, it is Manishankar Ayyar who did it, and now it's Dinesh Gundu, and between that, so many other Congress leaders have humiliated Swatantra Veer Savarkar. And it is a shame, and I think that they should apologize to the nation. They should apologize to all the Hindus across the world. And right now, I tell you, it is a utter shame that Uddhav Thackerayji's party is still having an alliance with the Congress, in spite of the Congress repeatedly humiliating and insulting Savarkar-ji, who is one of the greatest sons of Mother India.
So Krishna-ji,
and I tell you that I don't know how they are in an alliance.
To Chandrasekharji, he's also on the panel. You throw him a dare. Let's find out if they really believe in the legacy of Veer Savarkar-ji, or they believe in this Mohabbat ki dukaan that is all about hatred for Veer Savarkar.
No. Dipti, I am not only throwing a dare to Chandrasekhar Jha, but I am throwing a dare to the entire Uddhav Thackeray party that if they have the guts, they should move out of the alliance of the Congress and they should apologize otherwise.
Okay.
Because again and again this happens.
Chandrasekharji, let's see your response to that. Let's see your response to that. Chandrasekharji.
No, let me complete. No.
Chandrasekharji, how would you respond to that dare?
See, there is a certain reservation. Yes, there is certain reservation we are giving to these statements made by the political leaders with regard to Veer Savarkar, and we have condemned each and every time if this
How
kind
is
of
the
comments
condemnation
comes out
good enough, sir?
with
That's
regard to,
exactly what
Veer
I'm asking.
Savarkar.
Condemnation is not good enough. How can you still
Yes.
have an alliance with a party that has tried to run down his legacy for the longest time?
See, even eventually, if you see the BJP and Shiv Sena of Mr. Sindh's group, what has happened? Have you seen that Shivaji's idol was
No, don't deflect. Chandrasekharji,
fallen
don't
down?
deflect. You tell me
And
you
what
don't
has
have a
happened in
response
that
to the
scenario?
question that Krishna
No,
Hegde
pardon.
has asked of you.
Yes.
But don't
No,
deflect, sir.
no,
Don't
it has
deflect.
to
Do you
be.
believe
It
that
has to
Veer
be.
Savarkar was a
If
hero?
the-
Do you
if the-
believe he's
if
a
the-
nationalist
if the
icon?
answer-
Or
if
you
the
don't?
question and answers comes from them, then the opposite side is also there. So
No, do
in
you
any
believe,
scenario,
do
we
you
have never
believe, sir, Veer
compromised our
Savarkar,
stand
do
on,
you believe Veer
Savarkar?
Savarkar is a
And
nationalist
eventually we have
hero? He'll
condemned.
continue to be a
And we
hero
have
no matter
condemned,
what
and we
any
have
party
asked for-
says.
We have asked. We have asked for Bharat Ratna. We have asked for Bharat Ratna for Veer Savarkar.
So on one side
Has
you ask for a
anybody raised
Bharat
this
Ratna,
issue?
on the other side you
The
don't have a
BJP did
problem
not
with your
grant it
alliance
in
partner,
their-
the Congress,
in
really
their-
running
Yes,
him
no,
down
no.
like this.
We have raised each and every issue. We have never run down.
The Congress
kind
today,
of
sir, has
condemnation
called him a
which has come from our
fundamentalist.
side.
You agree with
We
that
have
position?
every time raised the issue. We have made restraints. We have asked them to restrain their this kind of condemnation.
But they're not listening
or this
to you,
kind
no.
of
They're
statement.
not listening to
and
you.
And eventually we say that none of the historians. No, because last time if you see Mr. Rahul Gandhi made certain kind of comments, we asked them to restrain and Mr. Rahul Gandhi apologized for it.
So Rahul
And
Gandhi has stopped
thereafter we
talking
have
about Veer
continued our
Savarkar,
relation.
Krishna
And eventually,
Hegde
if
ji,
you
but
see these kind
interestingly,
of things-
he lets a Dinesh Gundu talk about
Show
it.
me. No.
Quickly, 10 seconds, sir. Krishna
Deepti,
Hegde
tell
ji.
me, where has Rahul Gandhi apologized? Where has Rahul Gandhi apologized? Can Mr. Jha show me where Rahul Gandhi has apologized? He
Mr.
has
Jha,
stood by his statement.
that's going to be the
And
last
now his
question.
deputies like Dinesh Gundu Rao,
Yes.
they are also speaking the same
Yes.
tune.
Mr. Jha, where is the
And
apology
they
and
should
for
move
how
out of
long
this
can you
alliance.
continue
They
like this with the
say
Congress
that
then?
none
If
of
they
the
care for
historians.
Hindutva, they have to move out of
See,
the alliance.
we say none of the historians should be distorted. Their claims should not be distorted.
But who's doing
and
that?
This kind of
Chandrasekharji, why do you have
irresponsible
such a
statements should
muted
not.
response to this absolute insult of Veer Savarkar today?
They are
Why are you not
members of the
enraged?
Aurangzeb fan club.
We
At
never
least
had
tell me
any
that you're
muted
enraged and you
response.
will dial
We
Rahul
never
Gandhi
had
again
any
and ask him to
muted
sack
response.
Gundu Rao.
We have
Will you do that?
responded
Will you do that, sir?
immediately, and eventually today also we have responded.
Will you ask Rahul Gandhi to sack a Dinesh
See, if
Gundu
some
Rao?
of the political
Or will you
leaders
let
are
this
making
pass?
irresponsible.
No.
See,
Uddhav
it is their
Thackeray
party's
should
count
move out of this
they have to
alliance.
take.
So you don't
But
have a
eventually
problem
we
with
have
the
asked
Congress
that,
berating Veer Savarkar ji and his legacy. I think
So
this
you have
again,
an alliance
RP
with
Singh
NCP
Saab.
also?
Okay, RP Singh Saab, the last 5 seconds, sir. We need to close the debate. 5 second, RP Singh.
Well, I have only one thing to say about the Shiv Sena, which
Yes.
is the Uddhav Thackeray group. That from saffron they have turned green shaded stripes now. The tiger has turned into green because they are looking for certain new vote bank, and for them they have done Savarkar-ji now. I give them
Okay,
a
but
challenge.
at the cost
Let them take
of
a
our
stand against
nationalist
Congress party
icons.
saying Savarkar-ji was
And
a
at the
fundamentalist.
cost of hailing a Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Let that also sink in, gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time. We'll continue to track that story. We quickly head into a break. When we come back, lots more coming.